This should have been the greatest YouTube eBay packing books video in the world, but instead it's just a tribute. My name's Ian, I sell books on eBay. This morning I spent a considerable amount of time responding to a couple of requests from you guys. Packing process, how I set it up, how I do it, etc. I only had a few orders going out this morning, but I had some bundles, I had single books, and I had something that needed a bit of a card wrap to keep it secure. So it was ideal just to show you the 3 different ways that I typically have to pack books. And then once I was done, SD card reader issue. So because it's something a bit more active, I'd had to use the GoPro, and it just failed on me. So every bit that I filmed lasts like 8 seconds and then just cuts out. So I'm assuming I need a new SD card or something, but really frustrating. So yeah, this should have been the greatest YouTube eBay packing books video ever, but it is just a tribute. So I don't have much more to talk about or share or show. I've been out and dropped off my parcels this morning, and I popped into one of my usual spots, picked up, about 130 books. Most of it is just bread and butter, the usual. I did grab a few that are a wee bit different, a wee bit more exceptional, that will maybe sell for kind of £10 to £20. But I don't like talking about them until they've sold, because you look up the comps, you look up the previous solds, but I don't know if they're going to sell for that. It might turn out that they're only £2 books, months down the line. So we look at those when they sell rather than when I pick them up. But I did get 3 for myself. I've ordered a couple of books off of Amazon and eBay again. I keep doing this. But I did grab 3 today. 2 I picked up and 1 I found in my bundle, which I thought I had there. But these are all for me to read. And the first one is a bit of a classic. Flowers for Algernon, Daniel Keyes. So it's a story from, I've heard lots of people talking about it. Let's read what it says in the inside jacket, shall we? That'll give you a clue if you've not heard of it. You've probably heard of it. It's a famous book. Charlie is a subnormal floor sweeper at Donna's bakery and the gentle butt of everyone's jokes. But Charlie, desperate to get smart, undergoes an experiment which transforms him into a genius. Charlie's rapid development is exhilarating but painful, as Charlie discovers intelligence brings with it emotional distress. Moreover, the old Charlie lurks in his mind, waiting to resurface. So it's, he gets this operation, this procedure, and it makes him more intelligent. Algernon's a mouse who I believe undergoes something similar, but the kind of crux is he has this uplift, and obviously there's going to be clarity, there's going to be things that I've never experienced before, but there's always that element at the end where this is going to end, and how is it going to end? So I've not read it before, but I have heard an awful lot about it. Lovely little hardcover copy. I'll probably read it quite soon because it sells for a couple of quid too. But yeah, Flowers for Algernon by Daniel Keyes. If you've not read it, if you've not heard of it, look it up, pick it up. It's a pretty short book. It's a kind of a day's read, if that. That's what I'm expecting anyway. But meant to be a bit of a journey emotionally, intellectually, and all the rest of it. So yeah, if you've not seen that before, go find it, pick it up, give it a read, tell me what you think. I'll have read it soon and we can compare notes. So that's the first one. The second one is one that I sell all the time. Every time I list it, it sells within a day, and for reasonable money, and that's The Secret History by Donna Tartt. So I keep meaning to keep buy a copy to read, because I say, it's raved about. Lots of people are reading it all the time, but because I know it sells so well, whenever I get a half decent nick copy, which this one is, I just put it up and sell it. But this one, when I picked it up, and I've had this for a wee while, and because of the condition it was in, I sat it aside and then forgot where I'd sat it. But about the first 20 pages, don't know if you can see that, they've all come loose. So I can't really sell a book with 20 loose pages. I mean, it's going to be okay to read, but it's not a sellable one. So that just gives me the excuse to keep hold of that, and I'll read it at some point in the not too distant future. But what's it about? Under the influence of their charismatic classics professor, a group of clever, eccentric misfits at an elite New England college discover a way of thinking and living that is a world away from the humdrum existence of their contemporaries. But when they go beyond the boundaries of normal morality, their lives are changed profoundly and forever. So, yeah, it's kind of thing. I might have read the back of that normally and just thought, maybe not. But because it's absolutely raved about, so many people who like books like this, regardless of what genre they typically read, I thought we've got to give it a go. Plus, the wee dedication page at the start is for Bret Easton Ellis, so if you know who he is, that opens my eyes ever so slightly. American Psycho, great, terrible, awful, brilliant book. For Bret Easton Ellis, whose generosity will never cease to warm my heart. And there you go. So anyone who dedicates their book to the original American Psycho, I'm going to give it a go. So that's in the pile to be read. Hopefully not too far down the line. The pile I've got for reading is stacking up again. I've maybe got, there's maybe only about 20 books sat there for me to read. Actually, make that 21, because the other one that I picked up today is Ellie Conway, Argylle. So I know this has been made into a movie quite recently, which looks quite good fun. I've not seen the film, and I probably won't see it until after I've read the book, because the books are always better, aren't they? So it's a luxury train speeding towards Moscow on a date with destiny, a CIA plane downed in the jungles of the Golden Triangle, a Nazi horde entombed in the remote mountains of southwest Poland, a missing treasure, the eighth wonder of the world, lost for 7 decades, and just one chance for redemption. Whatever that means. So it seems to be a bit of a kind of spy thrillery thing. This is a new edition. It was published in 2024. Yes, so this really is brand new out. So again, it actually sells for a few quid, but as soon as I saw it, I thought, oh, I want to read that. I heard a few good things, and hopefully there's more good things to hear. So that's the 3 that I've picked up for myself. Not the most voluminous hoard ever collected, but if anybody's interested in these books, I don't have any of them for sale in my eBay shop, but I'll leave the Amazon links and you can go in and have a wee browse, see if there's anything that interests you. But yeah, all three I'm looking forward to reading. That's just going to be a bit of a romp. I'm hoping these 2, Flowers for Algernon and The Secret History, have got a bit more meat in them, and will be ones that perhaps make a bit of an impact. I have ordered another few books, so I'll show you them when they arrive. Again, books that I'm quite excited to read. I just need to get more reading done, man. I was sat down last night and I thought, right, I've got 3 or 4 hours of an evening with nothing to do. Couldn't be bothered watching the football, so I was going to get on with Lonesome Dove, because I've started it, but I've not got very far into it. And then I saw that this first season of Fallout had appeared on Amazon. I thought, oh, well, I'll just watch the first wee episode and see how it goes. So I ended up watching 3 or 4 of them, I don't know. But it's really good. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Well, good's maybe not the right word, but to be very entertaining. So I was enjoying Fallout last night, and then it got to about 11:30 and I thought, oh, I was going to read my book tonight and I've not read it, and that keeps happening. So today, I'm going to get on with Lonesome Dove today. I'll get that read in the next week or so, and then move on with some of these others, including the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah, about 20. Some of it's pulp that's just sat there because when I've got a gap, it's a sunny day and I want to sit out the back, I'll sit and read them then. But there are a good few that I'm quite keen and excited to read, and we'll see how they go. what should I read next? So I've got Lonesome Dove to read at the moment, which I am reading, and I am reading that next. Unless it turns out to be pants, in which case I won't finish it. But then we've also got Half a King by Joe Abercrombie. These are the ones that I want to read. Right, so we've got Flowers, Secret History, Half a King, Joe Abercrombie, The Fifth Season, N.K. Jemisin, and then Titanium Noir by, who was that by? Nick Harkaway and Blake Crouch, Upgrade. Those are the ones that I'm kind of looking forward to read, as well as the other three that I've ordered. Argylle's not quite in that pile, although I'm looking forward to it, but if anyone's read it and thinks it should be higher up the list, let me know. But you know, when I'm finished with Lonesome Dove, which of those should I get fired into next? Who's read these books and can give me the best one to read? What's, out of those titles, what is the greatest to get my teeth into? What's the worst? What's in between? Let me know what you think, and I'll see what I can shifty around on my list of books to read. But now I'm going to do some listing. I've got a whole lot of bundles to go on. I've got a whole lot of kind of bread and butters to go on, and as I said, a handful of books that are maybe kind of £10–20, and I'll get them listed up as well. Maybe clear a wee bit of space. Probably not, to be honest. Let's see where it goes from there. And I found a copy of the new Robert Galbraith book, J.K. Rowling, our champion of free speech up here in Scotland. So that's still has a bit of value because it's a paperback ain't out yet, I don't think. So I'll get that one listed quite quickly too. I was really hoping that I had a complete set 1–7 of the Robert Galbraith books, but I don't. I'm missing a couple in the hardcovers. So I could sit on it for a wee while and get them all together, because then that complete set can sell from like £70–100 depending on what editions they are. But I'll maybe just list it up and get it out the door as it is, instead of having even more stacks of books sat waiting for me to complete bundles and get them listed, because that's just taking up way too much space, as is everything else. Anyway, that's all for today. Thanks for watching, thanks for the support, thanks for all those other things. If you've watched this far and you haven't already, why not subscribe? I hear other people talking about these things saying, I look at my YouTube stats and only 46% of you are subscribed. I think about 40% of people who watch my videos this far are not subscribed, so cost you nothing. Subscribe, give it a like, do whatever. See if I can get these videos under even more people's noses, so the more people that interact that way, the further YouTube will spread it, and that would be great. Okay, I'm going this time. See you. Love you. Bye.